But, Anthony, I was checking my stocks today.
Yeah. The once mighty portfolio.
Seemed like a good idea 3 years ago when I had a little extra spending money.
Yeah.
And I checked one of our stocks that that you and I got many years ago in Boston.
It was really our first foray into the stock field, into the stock market.
Another great story from the WAAF days.
With Bruce Mittman, who was our GM. Boys.
Now, it was no secret that Ant and I were killing in Boston as far as radio goes. Mm-hmm. But we weren't making any money.
No.
We were making nothing. To the point where other DJs would get on the air and joke about how little we were making. Yeah. And we had no defense because they were right.
They were absolutely right. If you're holding a job out there that you've had for about, I don't know, a year, 2 years, you were probably making more money than I was. I know that.
You were living in the projects.
Yeah.
I was living in the projects.
I was living in an apartment complex where I swear to you, there were chickens running around. There were Hispanic people living in this project. It was in Ashland, Mass. But it was this corner of Ashland where I guess some of the Framingham Hispanic people lived. And it was in this apartment complex, and it was chickens. Chickens. A guy fenced off an area by his patio. They'd give you this cement patio. You know how that usually, you live in an apartment, you have the sliding glass door, and you have probably a 6-foot by 5-foot cement patio right out the sliding glass door.
Which is yours, right?
That's yours.
That's your little area to
put your little barbecue,
patio
maybe.
Furniture, right.
Put a couple of chairs. It's very small.
Yeah.
He fenced off an area that was probably a 1/4 acre with like chicken wire and let loose chickens and pigs in his self-made yard. He had a kiddie wading pool with about 5 to 8 children in their dirty diapers running around and going in this little wading pool, a big beach umbrella.
You're forgetting something. It wasn't a wading pool. It was a pothole.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when it rained?
When it rained.
This is no radio joke.
When it rained, we had potholes in the parking lot.
They were so big, the kids would play in them.
The kids would play in them. They would be in their underwear or their diapers, and they would be swimming in the potholes.
And we were on the radio at WAF. Everyone thought we were rock stars.
I got pulled over once in my car. Remember my Dodge Aries K? My blue 86 Dodge Aries K car?
Yes. I remember seeing it on blocks in your yard when we decided to move to Boston, and you said that the car was going to work fine for you.
I'm driving through Ashland.
That same car we're still looking for because you did abandon it somewhere.
I abandoned it in Mamaroneck.
Mamaroneck,
New York.
Yeah.
So I'm driving around in Ashland, and all of a sudden I hear behind me, I'm like, uh-oh. Well, I'm getting pulled over. So we had done appearances by this time, so people knew what we looked like locally. So this cop
sure
pulls me over.
From Real Rock TV?
Maybe that was it. The exposure.
On the Spanish-speaking station?
On the Spanish channel. Our great appearances on Real Rock TV.
They're legendary. They're as legendary as the XFL thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring some of those tapes in for Steve.
Real Rock TV?
Oh, yeah.
You got them?
Oh, I have all of them.
Right.
You must have been huge in his apartment complex.
Huh?
On the Spanish channel, you must have been huge celebrity.
Oh, I know, right?
Complex.
No, that was when the Spanish people turned off the TV. It was when that show came on. Because it was English. They didn't understand it.
So you're getting pulled over.
I get pulled over. The cop comes up, and I'm, like, ready to get my license and stuff. He goes, Anthony. I was like, yeah. All right, cool. He recognized me. He goes, what are you doing driving this piece of crap? I'm like, oh. That's when I realized it's like, oh, my God. I'm getting some fame, but I'm poor, which is probably the worst type of fame you could have. Right. If you're getting some fame, but you don't have the money to back it up.
When you get a little fame, people expect things from you. They expect you to, buy a round of drinks, pick up dinner.
Right. Not drive a Dodge Aries K car.
I remember being in restaurants up there, and people are expecting stuff like that. I don't have a nickel I don't even have a bank account.
Yeah.
I did not have a bank account until 5 years ago.
I used to go to Green Acres, that bar around the corner. And, I'm the guy on the radio. People know that. And I'm paying for my beers with quarters. I walk in and you just hear the jingle, and I got the big fat pockets because I expect to do some drinking. And I'm pulling out quarters. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, $3. There you go.
But that bar had the great Ozzy tribute band.
Oh, Jesus, that place. What a crap hole.
So
that was my local bar, though.
So back then, when a listener wanted to buy us a beer, hey,
yeah,
buy all you want, man.
Yeah,
because we can't.
Now I'm like, I grab the beer and go, "You spit in this?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but back then, oh my God, anything. So, we weren't making anything.
So we finally got the balls to go to
Boys. I think our contract was coming up or something.
Yeah.
And we were ready to turn the screws to the bosses, weren't we, Opie?
Oh, yeah.
Me and Opie, no representation. We don't need an agent. We're good enough.
Right.
We don't need an agent to go make these deals. Why pay him 10% when we could go in and do it ourselves?
I don't think they'll notice that we're scared S-less.
Yeah.
And they will be able to take advantage of us.
That we have no clue how much we deserve to make or should make or what the competition makes or anything.
I was the a-hole back then. I'm like, I can handle them.
I was just happy to be there.
I'll play agent. They took us for a beating.
So we go to a restaurant with Dave Dickface and Brucey. First.
No.
The paper slide.
No. The paper slide, Dave was not there. That was Bruce taking us to the Chinese buffet place in Worcester for our Christmas bonus and yelled and screamed in front of everybody how awful we were after giving him a year of great ratings.
Oh, because I remember being at some bar where there was a cowboy motif, and we were sitting at a small table, and it was too small for 4 people.
That was Dave Perlman and Bruce.
No, Dickless was there at one of these
No,
things.
he wasn't, because you know what? Here's something that Dave's going to find out today. They didn't give him the same stock stuff that they gave you and I. Remember, Bruce said, boys,
don't tell
the only
anybody.
people getting stock options are myself and you two. Don't tell Dave. I swear to God, he was not part of this.
I could swear Dickless was there, but not for the stock thing, for the money slide.
No. Bruce took us to lunch. Dude, you're talking to the Rain Man of our radio careers.
Somehow I just have him weaseling his way in everywhere.
No, because we wouldn't have it. Mm-hmm. We never did business with him.
Yeah.
So we're at the Chinese buffet.
Right.
And it was we heard rumors about we're going to get a bonus, a Christmas bonus.
A Christmas bonus.
Because we'd made the station an S-load of money. We're like, hey, Aunt, we're not making much money, but you know what? Usually they pay radio stars a nice end-of-year Christmas bonus. Here it comes.
Here comes the Christmas bonus.
I remember being all excited going, he invited us to lunch.
This must be where he gives us the bonus, Opie?
Oh, yeah, remember?
Oh, great.
I remember you and I talking like,
very excited.
At least he's going to make good now, Paid us crap all year, but here comes the big bonus.
Here comes the bonus.
We'll be able to, buy some nice gifts.
I can move into an upper floor apartment at my slum.
Right.
Get the high ground where I can look and keep an eye on them.
So we get to this Chinese buffet. All-you-can-eat buffet for $6.95.
He would take us there all the time. Boys, I'm buying today. $6.95, all you can eat. Pack up. I'll take some home with me. He's the cheapest individual. Bruce Mittman, cheapo. El Cheapo.
I would start looking at the menu. No. They have a great buffet here, boys.
Because
then you'd have to pay for the individual freaking dishes if you went from the menu.
Brucey still has his bar mitzvah money. He still has it. He hasn't spent it. Cheapo.
He spent it on the largest SUV I've ever seen in my life.
Boy, I get an Escalade. I need an Escalade to make up for my small stature.
He had a rope ladder to get into the thing.
It came with an elevator as an option.
And a booster seat for me.
Booster seat. And
no, my kids are in college, boys. The booster seat's for me.
I tied blocks to my shoes like little short round from the Indiana Jones movie.
Right. So we're enjoying our Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to yell at us in front of everybody.
Yeah.
How the station's going to lose its license and this and that.
We had done something.
I forgot.
Yeah, but he was just bitching at us.
The police hate me.
And I'm looking at
my neighbors hate me because of the stuff you're doing on your show.
I can't even go to a PTA meeting anymore without having to catch flack from your show. And but
he lived in Snooten.
I look at Opie.
And he cared about what his neighbors said.
I'm thinking, where's the bonus, Opie?
Yeah.
When does the bonus? Is it after the yelling we get the bonus?
So he does. So yeah, and this was also to talk about our next deal.
Right.
So he writes down our raises on a tiny piece of paper and pushes it forward.
Pushes it. You ever see in the movies?
This is after he yelled at us.
Yeah. You ever see in a movie when they're making a huge deal and there's people on opposite sides of a table, and a figure is written on a piece of paper and turned upside down and then slid slowly across the table to the other party, where they pick it up, look at it, and go, I think we have a deal. And then they leave the table.
Yeah.
He was doing that move. Now, first he yells at us to soften up the beaches, that we don't figure we're worthy or worth anything.
Yeah, make us feel like crap.
Make us feel like crap and make us feel worthless. That way,
typical management stuff, by the way.
he's really busting
We didn't know
apart
at the time.
those stereotypes, Brucey.
Right.
You really bust those apart. And then he slides this piece of paper. I pick it up and start laughing out loud. I could not contain myself. I was laughing out loud.
He was so insulted and mortified at the same time.
He was completely insulted.
Right.
And I didn't know what to do. I just started laughing.
You were breaking down crying.
I was,
It just came out as a laugh.
Because you build it up in your head. You go, well, what's the offer going to be? I bet it's got to be good. We're doing really well. It's got to be. And he slides the paper. And right up till he stopped the slide, I'm thinking,
it was a $2,000 a year raise, by the way.
Yeah. I was like,
sounds good, right? Not really.
Not when I started out at $26,000.
There you go.
I was like, oh, that brings me up to 28. That's great. 28,000.
And I'm a radio star in Boston.
I'm almost up to the money I was making knocking tin when I left New York. Almost. I think I was $500 short of that after this big slide raise.
Yeah. So we pretty much said, no, that's not going to do.
No.
So then he gets this great idea for the stock option thing.
Boys, cash is one thing. Let me enlighten you in the ways of the market. The stock market.
See, if you have cash, boys, you're going to spend it. But if I give you options...
What you do is you take the stock certificate and put it away.
That's right.
Forget about it. That's what he said. Just put it away and forget about it. In years to come, you will look at this and go, oh, my God, it's worth so much money.
Right.
I'm like, all right, what? Options? What is that? What's a stock option?
So the deal was he was going to give us 2,000 shares of... the ARS, I guess, at the time.
American...
which was turned over to American Tower.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it was 2,000 shares.
2,000 shares apiece, boys. This is some good stock.
Here was the problem, though.
Yeah.
He wanted us to sign a 5-year deal, and we only get 400 shares per year.
400 shares a year. It's put away for you, boys.
Right.
But you'll receive at the end of each year 400 shares.
Right. This is like a savings account.
Yeah.
You just put it away, and every year you get 400 shares. Eventually, after 5 years, you get 2,000 shares.
You have 2,000 shares of this grand stock, boys.
So the stock at the time was worth $44 a share.
Boys, it's $44
So
a
I'm
year.
thinking, no bank account here, no bank account there.
Me? No way.
I'm thinking, well, I could do this math. I'm going to have $88,000 in the bank after 5 years.
How great is that? Yeah.
And he goes, this is a guarantee, boys.
Boys, it's a sure thing.
This stock will never go down, boys.
And don't tell anybody. Don't tell Schlockhole. Don't tell Dave Dickless.
Don't tell Greg Hill.
Don't tell anybody else at the station, because the only people that have these stock options are me and you boys and Steve Dodge. And we're like, well, it sounds all good and well. And
okay, ready for this? We got that option 4.5 years ago, so we still have to wait a half a year to get our last 400 shares. That $88,000 that I was counting on, Anthony.
$88,000
is now worth $2,800. Woo!
Woo! Boys, put that away. Just put it away. Don't look at it, because it'll break your heart.
Dick!
It'll break your effing heart if you do look at it. Put it away. Actually, just throw it away.
The
what I meant was throw it away.
Right before the show, I checked.
Yeah.
For a chuckle, it's worth $1.40 a share.
$1.40 a share. $1.40. And it was at what when we got it?
44.
44.
This was our retirement plan.
Yeah.
This was in lieu of a huge raise, Anthony.
Boys, consider it found
and we don't even
money.
have the other 400 yet.
No.
We will get the next 400 in a few months, I guess.
Boys.
Total investment for you and I.
What a great...
$2,800 after 5 years.
In lieu of money.
In lieu of the raise we were supposed to get.
Boys, you're ignorant in the way of business. What you have to do is take stock. Everyone's doing it these days.
Right.
People don't take money anymore.
Right.
They have... This is a golden parachute, is what it's called.
Right.
It's a golden parachute that will turn into a lead weight
Right.
and drop to the earth with you. Oh...
Un-effing believable.
Boys, years to come, this will be like when you go through your pants pocket and find that $10 bill and go, ooh, I found a 10. Just put it away. Just put it away.
That's what it'll be worth.
And before you know it, you can buy a $10 bill with it.
And I remember also, it was 44 at the time, and he goes, this is guaranteed to go up.
I wouldn't be surprised if this hits 100.
He did say that.
100 cents a share.
Now I'm thinking, wow, 88,000 guaranteed. Already in my head, it's guaranteed money. I just got to wait 5 years for it.
Could you imagine $200,000?
Like rock. Well, Bruce, guess
Here you
what?
go, boys.
It's worth $2,800 today.
Boys, enjoy the ride. It's on Brucey. I can only hope he loaded up on that stock. I can only hope. Boys, this is going through the roof. That is if the house was upside down.
What a toll. Another great Brucey moment. And know what sucks about that story? We couldn't do the Martha Stewart thing, get the inside info and get out.
And dump.
We had to wait to get our shares.
Yeah.
We had no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
We had to wait 5 years to get fully invested.
They wouldn't give it to us all at once.
No, because this was their incentive to keep us around.
To keep us around, right. Boys. This is great, boys. Just put it away.
$2,800.
Find a drawer, open it, and just put it away in that drawer. If the drawer is marked garbage chute, then you just drop it in, boys.
You know how much bragging I did with that, too?
Oh, did you?
I would show my relatives and my friends. Look what I got. Look,
2,000 shares.
Look. Yeah, you can look it up on your computer for yourself.
Check that quote.
Look, it's 44. 5 years from now, in the year 2003, this is going to be worth $88,000.
I have many shares in my portfolio. He was talking about his portfolio. Are you threatening me? I am portfolio.
All right.